to mush. Leo Speedwagon, drive the puck wide. A JD one-timer from the far side. The ice shakes, get out of your seat. Ozone draw, no, I can't be beat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue. Skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line. Picking top corners, making saves so fine. Third period, no lead is safe. No fan falls all over the place. The T-Birds should just stay home. Scared to enter the Colts' destruction zone. Colts hunting ground in Cloverdale. Terrified opponents destined to fail. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue. Skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line. Picking top corners, making saves so fine.
The Colts are back on the ice for the penultimate game of the regular season, happening back on January 31st in Burnaby against the Burnaby Bulldogs, A1 team. This is a strong squad from Burnaby that is locked into finishing first and winning the banner for the regular season already here. The Colts having one more game the following night in Abbotsford to close out their regular season, and they are currently in 5th position in the division coming into this game. These two teams have locked horns twice already this season. Those games both victories for the Burnaby team, 3-1 and 5-4 wins over the Colts. So Colts definitely have their work cut out for them here today against probably the best team in their division. As far as the lineup goes, Lyndon and Nate Pierwall remain out with injuries. Leo also missing this game here today, so the Colts have called up Davis to come play his second game in a row from the A2 team, Davis Akers-Myers, to fill in on forward, and Logan Sahota is here to back up Sahaj, who will be getting the start in net today. So let's head to the first period and see how this one goes. Burnaby with the first chance of the game, off the rush here, turning this into a 2-on-1, pass across, throwing on net, Sahaj with the save, and then Matt clears the rebound away to the end boards. Down at the other end now, here's Orson with the zone entry and a slick little pass to the middle to Tyler, who walks in alone, tries to go up high over the shoulder, but it catches the goalie in the chest. An aggressive gap up here by Nathan. It doesn't quite work out. He misses it, so Burnaby comes in, rebound pops out, and it's off the skate right to the player in front, who sweeps it towards the open net, but it ends up going off of Nathan's stick and then back in between the legs of Sahaj, who covers it up and prevents it from going into the net. Tyler driving the puck down the right side after picking up the pass from Arjun. Then Arjun goes hard to the front of the net, gets the pass back and deflects it through to the corner. But in the course of doing that, he's going to run into the Burnaby goaltender. The defender's going to take exception to that and come in and haul Arjun down. So Arjun had the original penalty for goaltender interference, but the Burnaby defender is going to even this up and keep it 5-on-5 by coming in and taking a holding penalty on Arjun after the whistle for the penalty. And so we go to the second period. The game is still scoreless. Puck's going to come up to the half wall, and an errant pass here from Burnaby to the middle of the ice is going to get picked off and pushed up the wall to Seth, who's going to race away down the right side. He's got some space. He tries to go high, but it's off the shoulder of the goalie and up high out of the arena. Burnaby, on a zone entry of their own, is going to make a ill-advised drop pass that's going to get picked up by Jackson Davis. And at the meantime, Burnaby was changing there, so there's a plethora of players on the ice. It appears that Jackson Davis pushes the puck through there without it getting touched by the Burnaby players, but the refs are going to call the too many pen anyway and negate that 2-on-1. So the Colts are going to try and take the lead here on the power play. Tyler has the puck, and as he's falling, he pushes it through to Jackson Mumm, who's going to walk in on the right side, try to go up high over the goaltender, and then it comes out front to Richard, who's digging away at it, but he can't get it through. Power play continues, though, and Burnaby's going to put the puck up the wall. Bryson nearly keeps it in, but it gets past him. Burnaby player going back the other way, one-on-one on a forward, and Bryson comes in and gets that long stick of his in on the hands of the Burnaby player and takes him down. And that hooking penalty is just Bryson's second minor penalty of the season. With the play now 4-on-4 and a face-off in the Colts zone, there's going to be a puck battle along the wall. It's going to work its way up the half wall here eventually. You can see Seth trying to play it. Noah is in there as well. And this is Burnaby player tries to cut back towards the middle. Noah bumps it up to Seth, who's going to race away down the left side, shield the puck, cut towards the middle, and shovel it on the net. And somehow it finds its way through. I'm not sure if the goalie saved it, and then it went back off of Seth and into the net, but somehow it found its way through. The referees are going to discuss it. Is there goaltender interference? Is it off a foot? They're going to decide it is a good goal, and the Colts have a 4-on-4 goal here to take the lead. But that won't last long because Burnaby's penalty will expire and Bryson's still in the box, so it's a brief power play for Burnaby. This point shot lands in front as it hits Knox, and it's laying there, and just as Knox sweeps at it, he misses it slightly, and the Burnaby player is able to shovel it past Sahaj and tie this game up on the power play 1-1. Burnaby going to be looking for more here, picking up the puck in their own zone and coming out with numbers. 3-on-2. Jackson Davis has a back check. He's there, but he's not putting in any effort to get to that player, and the pass comes across to him, and he has a golden chance, but luckily Sahaj comes across and makes the save. Colts on the forecheck, including Arjun, who comes in here behind the net, picks up the puck. Puck is in the air, and he goes to try and tap it down with his stick, and instead he taps the helmet of the Burnaby player, so that's going to be a penalty. But not before Burnaby gets it behind the defender and takes the shot on Sahaj, who he has to steer it to the corner with his blocker. So Colts eventually touch it. Arjun goes to the box, and Burnaby is on the power play. And off the initial draw, you're going to see Richard and Jackson Anderson get crossed up in the face-off dot, and that's going to leave an unchecked defenseman out on the right side, and he's allowed to walk in and whip it home. And a quick power play goal has Burnaby up 2-1. Colts looking to rebound from that. Here comes Jackson Davis down the right side. He's going to drag it to the backhand and whip it on net. The rebound's there for Richard, but he can't quite get there before the puck gets batted to the end boards. Battle along the wall deep in the Burnaby zone. Mac gets hauled down there, and Seth's going to shovel the puck over to Davis, and he's got Nathan all alone in front, but he doesn't see him, so he tries to go back to Seth. Mac gets it and whips it on net. The rebound comes out and it ends up on Davis' stick again. He sweeps it on net, and then he's going to get a second chance at it again. Right here, he tries to go high this time, but it's into the Burnaby goalie's glove. Poor change from the D. Sets up this 2-on-1. Here they come, and the rebound comes out, and coming off the bench is Nathan, who gets his stick in there and disrupts that play before the player can bang the rebound home. Second period is winding down now. Colts down by 1. Less than a minute to play. Burnaby's going to take the puck up ice again and have a 3-on-2 here. Throw that puck towards the net. Player unchecked towards the front, jams at it, and it skips its way through Sahaj and barely crosses the line, with Knox trying desperately to pull it from the line before it can cross over and into the net. It looks like maybe he got a piece of it and maybe helped it in a little bit, but it was going to go in either way. So we go to the third period with the Colts down by 2. It's 3-1. Jackson Anderson tries to center for Arjun, but he misses it. But it's going to bounce back to Orson, who quickly puts it on net, and the rebound comes right up to Tyler, and he has to take a second to get control of it before he can shovel it towards the empty net, and it hits the defender and is blocked. Colts are going to desperately throw pucks towards the net to try to create some chaos and get a goal here. Puck, Jackson Mumm out to Nathan, who throws it towards the net. The rebound's there. Jackson Mumm skating through, gets it, and it looks like he has space to get it through, but the Burnaby goaltender knocks it down with the glove. Then it's out front to Richard, and he shovels it wide on the right side on the backhand. Nathan trying to seal the puck here off along the wall, and another Burnaby player is going to come in and push it through him. And as he tries to pull the puck through West, it slides off his stick, but it goes right to the other Burnaby player who shovels it on net, and Sahaj is forced to come across and make a nice save. Puck is still deep in the Colts zone, and Richards going to try to retrieve it off the end wall. He overskates it. This Burnaby player picks it up. It goes right up front to an unchecked player there who shovels it up high. And Sahaj isn't sure where it is, but we could see that it bounced off of him and went out of the arena. He's going to check in the net, but it isn't there. Jackson Anderson's going to sneak past that Burnaby defender. Turn this into a 2-on-1. He's coming in. He looks to pass it across, but the defender blocks it, and it goes right to the goaltender who covers it up. And then there's a scrum in front of the net. And out of all of this pushing and shoving, which seems pretty innocent to me, somehow the ref is going to decide that there's one penalty due, and that is to Jackson Anderson only. And that seems like a pretty dubious call to make with so little time here left in the third period in a close game. Regardless, the Colts are going to have to try and kill this penalty, and they'll have a few minutes left to try and get back in this game. And right off this face-off, the puck's right in tight, but Sahaj gets down low, makes a save, and the Colts clear it out. Power play continues. Puck's going to come around in behind the net and get thrown at this player all alone in front. Libby can't quite get there, so the shot goes on net. It trickles through Sahaj and just goes past the left post before West can get it and fire it down the ice. So just a couple minutes left in this game. Colts looking to get two to get back into a tie here. Here comes Jackson Mumm, puts this over to Jackson Davis on the left, and Jackson Mumm goes to the front of the net. A shot from over there from Jackson Davis, and a little shove there from Jackson Mumm, and that's going to draw a crowd in front. We're going to have some shoves back and forth, and then Jackson Davis is going to come in late. And at the very end here, watch this little swipe with the left hand into the face of the Burnaby player right in front of the referee, and that is 100% going to be a head contact penalty and send Jackson to the box. But the number 8 is also going to get a roughing on top of it all, so it's going to stay 5-on-5 hockey. And the Colts are still going to have a chance to maybe tie this one up. Until now, watch this Burnaby player who's looking back the other way, and Arjun's going to come in on the blind side and knock him down. And once the Colts touch the puck here, he's going to get sent to the box with just under a minute left in this game. 2 minutes for, it's called charging, but that's going to end the Colts' chance at an unlikely comeback, and they're going to lose this game 3-1. As the ref struggles to pick up the game puck at center ice, we'll have a look at the stats from this game. Obviously not a lot to report with only one goal there by the Colts. Another goal from Seth, who's been racking them up lately. And to further illustrate that, we'll look at the overall stats on the season now. There you see Seth just one goal behind Jackson Anderson for the team lead in goals. So the Colts do have one game remaining. That is against Abbotsford in Abbotsford. However, there was no filming taking place there other than on the Facebook feed, and Facebook has removed that game from the feed, so it's not available for us to make highlights out of. The Colts did win that game 3-2, so let's see now what the season-ending standings look like. So the Colts will finish the season in 4th place. There you see, and then they will go into the playoffs and have a series against the 5th place team, which means they will play Vancouver. But they won't play Vancouver Minor Hockey Association, the team that's currently in 5th place there. They'll actually play the Vancouver T-Birds, the team that's in 6th place, because that Vancouver Minor Hockey team is actually a Tier 2 team. So they'll be heading off to the Tier 2 playoffs. So it'll be the Colts versus the Thunderbirds in the playoff series, the first to 4 points. And we'll have that for you coming up soon. See you then.